Hey y'all, welcome back to Preparedness Truth. Welcome to this evening's video. Well, there's another news article coming out saying that we might have a major crisis coming in weeks. Where have we heard anything like that before? Who would think that a major crisis is actually possible to come? You know, not none of us preppers or anything. Yeah. But if you're new to this channel, please click that subscribe button down below. Be sure to tap the notification bell beside it so that you're notified when I upload new videos. And as always, if you like this video and it doesn't surprise you that they say there might be a major crisis coming in the next few weeks, be sure to give me a thumbs up and don't forget to share so everybody else will know about the major crisis that might be coming. So, oil industry executive warns of another major crisis coming in weeks. So, that's not really no big surprise. We knew that there could be something going on with the gas prices before all this election stuff come up. So, to see it possibly go into a crisis and maybe prices raise or something after all of this being over is really not a surprise, and it really doesn't come as no shock to us. So, the head of the largest oil and natural gas trade association warned that failure to replenish the U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserve could trigger another oil crisis in the coming weeks. The Strategic Petroleum Reserve, unfortunately, has become the Strategic Political Reserve, and we have grave concerns about how it has been so politicalized. And we all know that a lot of this was released, like the 180 million barrels that got released, and dropped all the gas prices down conveniently before all of the elections. Could have very possibly been a political move. We know that. Looks like more people might be catching on to that. This is for emergency purposes, not to lower gasoline prices during a time of political season. And this is coming from the American Petroleum Institute CEO, Mike Summers, which was said in Friday in an interview at Fox News. I'm thinking that doing this willy-nilly and doing it in a way that doesn't make sense for the market we're in, we could be dealing with another major oil crisis here in the next few weeks. Starting earlier this year, the Biden administration has been releasing oil from the SPR in the midst of historically high gas prices after tens of millions of barrels of oil were released. As of November 25th, it is down to 389.1 million barrels, the lowest amount in decades. We're also real concerned about how low it has gone, lowest level since 1984, not necessarily because of market conditions, but because of political concerns, adding that the federal government needs to start replenishing the SPR in the near future because it is a lot lower than it has been in decades, which is something a lot of us already knew as they were releasing all of this. But they're saying the real concern is that 1984, when it was at the levels that we're in currently, we were using 20% less oil. So now we're currently using 20% more oil, but yet we are down to a number that we was decades ago. President Joe Biden and other White House officials have denied the SPR is being used for political purposes, instead blaming the release in relatively high gas prices on the Ukraine-Russian conflict. Earlier this week, White House spokesman John Kirby told reports that the federal government has issued 9,000 permits for drilling on federal lands. But as we all know, there's a lot more that goes into just getting a few permits when it comes to doing some big project like this. Summers disputed Kirby's recent statement, saying that they make it seem like as soon as you get a lease, you can start drilling on that property, adding that companies have to do a lot of prep work before you actually produce on those federal leases, including getting multiple permits. So in October, Biden released another 180 million barrels. The White House indicated it would start refilling the SPR once the price of crude oil drops to around $70 per barrel. But earlier this week, the U.S. Security Advisor over the energy said they would consider replenishing the SPR once oil prices are consistently around $70, although he didn't say for how long. So we really don't know if they're going to put anything back to these. We don't know exactly what their next move is going to be or what's going to happen. What we do know is we are paying a lot more at the pumps than we did decades ago. We have a lot less than we just had here recently because there was a whole lot of it released supposedly to combat high gas prices. So it's just a lot of political stuff that has gone on with this, a lot of strategic moves here to supposedly lower gas prices right before an election session. So, Whatever the reason is, I don't know for sure. You can make your own mind up on that, on what you think, but we all have our own ideas and theories about what is going on. Call us crazy, call us preppers, call us knowing what's happening. Just depends on who you are and how you see it. And if you're not seeing it, now's a good time to start watching a whole bunch of these videos, because you better wake up and see what is going on. So thank you so much for watching this video. Be prepared for a major crisis coming in weeks, is what they say. Who knows? We'll see. All right. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe. God bless you. Keep prepping.